Sante! Welcome, everybody. Welcome to your weekly dose of middle-aged chubby men talking about JPEGs. I am your host, the Sorare Amber, and I am joined, as always, by my glamorous co-host. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a Dawnado.
Hey, I like it. Good introduction, mate. That was very impressive.
Thought we'd work on it. I think we can snap it. Good evening, buddy. How are you?
I'm good. Fresh off another Sorare FC game. My toes hurting a little bit. I feel like I might have broken my toe potentially, but it's only a toe, isn't it?
Yeah, that was FC Sorare in our preparation for the Sorare Sevens event in a month's time. Having a little workout. I think it was an 8-5 victory today. So
pretty solid.
Yeah, solid. I am just, as always, checking YouTube to make sure that we're actually live because I don't believe everything goes as smoothly as it did last week. But apparently so. Sabello leaves his apologies. He can't join us this week. But first comment live with us is our boy, Hamadism.
Hello.
Let's
go.
In the house. Adrian's in the house. How exciting. Red Wolf, welcome.
Welcome.
Fat Men talking JPEGs. We're ready to go. As always, we've got the weekend review to come. 2 weeks of Beat the Boys prizes and results to go over. Some prize wheels to spin. Midweek lineups. All the good stuff that we usually do. If you're here and watching us, you must be slightly crazy, so could you drop us a like? Because it makes me feel warm and happy. Sarah Seagull joining for the first time.
Hey.
Lads, welcome.
Thanks for giving Everton a 5-1 victory just near the end of the season because it really helped us stay up, so I appreciate that.
No Everton update at the moment, is there? So this is nice. We don't have
always got to relate something to Everton, haven't I, at some point?
Yeah, right. Let's get cracking. We were a little late, we were late back from football. A few technical issues, typing people's names into prize wheels, but we're ready to go. Before we get into the main event, the usual stuff, there's been quite a lot of quality of life updates in the last week or so, isn't there, on Sorare? So I was just going to run some past you and see what you think of them, because, we like to stay topical on this show. We like the fans to have our view of what's been going on. Richard Coolin in the house. Welcome.
Yeah,
the Thursday Club. So first up, we had this on the move market event, which is happening this evening, right now, isn't it? This is new card auctions for players, 88 players that are expected to move over the summer. What do you think about little events like this?
Well, I mean, it's kind of a nice little thing, I guess. I mean, they kind of confused things by the way they worded it, I think, because it made people think that they were just going to disappear. Like, that basically, it's the new auctions. So you can still buy them on secondary market and stuff if people want to sell. But, like, the way they worded it wasn't quite right, I don't think. But there's always a little bit of lost in translation sometimes. But, yeah, I think it's a nice little event. And it kind of reminds me of the sort of good old days when we used to do power hours, didn't they? I think Sunday evenings, they sacked them off in the end. But the power hours were all a bit of fun. There was always a auction ending every 10 seconds.
Yeah, it was anyone that's new to Sorare. Yeah, every Sunday there used to be a specific power hour event, like under 23s or the next generation from Champion America or things like that. So yeah, they got rid of that, I guess, because it used to get so much attention, didn't it? It was all overpriced in the end because it got so much attention.
Yeah.
But this one, I guess it's a nice little twist, right, to add on. David De Gea's in there. Be very nice if he moves on. So yeah, I guess this is aimed at people because collection's quite hot at the moment, and collecting, you need that first owner bonus.
That's exactly what it is. That's literally exactly what it is, isn't it?
And if these people aren't playing, if these cards aren't minted anymore, you can get the first owner bonus. So it's a nice little idea. I don't think it was explained that well in that little.
No, it wasn't explained that well. No, it wasn't. I think whilst we're here, have I missed some Albin Lafont news? Because I didn't realise he was leaving. I've completely missed that.
I haven't heard of Alvin Lafont
No,
going.
I haven't either. Unless that's just accidentally put in there. But obviously I know of all the other people leaving here. But yeah,
Loftus-Cheek off to Milan, wasn't he, today?
Yeah, it's a weird one. I've always really rated Ruben Loftus-Cheek when I've seen him play, but it's difficult to judge players at Chelsea because it seems to be where you go to die at the moment.
Yeah, or get sold to Saudi Arabia afterwards, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a lot of outgoings there. But I think it is kind of a nice niche little event. I don't think it does any harm. I just think it could have been better explained. I saw Dan having to answer a lot of queries about it, but yeah, I don't mind it. Gonzalo Ramos, it'd be nice if he goes to Man United. Arda Güler, the absolute boy. I'd love to have one of those cards. But yeah, Lionel Messi. Got yourself a Messi yet, John?
I haven't. I completely chickened out of it. When he was going for 0.06, wasn't he? It's limited. I was like, I could get him right now and that'd be quality. But I've chickened out. Yeah. I didn't take the plunge like you did. And you're reaping the rewards now, aren't you? How much is he worth now? Doubled in value?
Well, not quite. I ended up just snap buying for something like 0.1. I don't know what he's going for now, but I just really wanted to own him. I love MLS, my main league, my main cards. So yeah, I had to get one in. Lookabo, where's he going? I've got his rookie cards maxed out. That's interesting.
Doku's getting linked to Liverpool, which I hate it. All my best players seem to join Liverpool, I swear. When I had Darwin Núñez and Luis Diaz, and I was like, oh my God, these boys are elite. And then they joined Liverpool, so I just immediately had to sell them because I can't own Liverpool players. But yeah.
Ricardo Pepe, my old flame, going to PSV, that'd be a very nice move.
That could be seriously good. Like, it's really good owning like PSV Ajax cards, isn't it? I think yeah, that could be tidy.
What do you think of transfer season on Sorare? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you?
I mean, it's always exciting. I find myself definitely searching at least 10 to 15 of my Sorare owned players on Twitter a couple of times a day, mainly goalkeepers, to see if any of them are getting linked to anywhere. I've seen one of my goalkeepers I bought a few weeks ago is getting linked with the team that got promoted from Serie C to Serie A B. That's difficult to say, but yeah, so that'd be nice. Serie B are obviously covered, so I was finding myself Googling Francesco Bardi for about 4 hours the other day. But yeah, it looks to be a good little move.
I like it. See, I just like, obviously I don't like red X's or anything like that, but I do like the excitement of your players going in because you've got so many like unknown players or niche players that you've randomly got a card of.
Yeah.
You go to use them at the start of the season, suddenly they play for fucking Copenhagen or they're FC Tokyo's new left back. And yeah, I enjoy it. Obviously no one enjoys red X's, but I do enjoy the little transfer season. I used to try and jump in and get ahead of the game and pick people up and sell on and stuff, but yeah, not anymore. Too much for me.
Nice.
What up, Sarah? What do you think of Sandro Ramirez? Johnny, have you got any views on Sandro Ramirez?
Joe Ramirez. I mean, I had high hopes for him when we signed him. Thought he was going to be the next big thing at Everton, but unfortunately he couldn't kick a ball, which was a bit of an issue. He went on to join, I think he was he Valladolid? I can't remember. There's a famous clip of him going to take a shot on a one-on-one and kicking the ground so hard that he falls over. But yeah, no, he's not good. Although I think he's doing quite well now, where's he at now? Las Palmas. There we go.
Yeah, check out that L5 and L15. It's tasty there. Very cheap as well. I guess it depends what he's doing next season. I can't say I know much about him, but yeah, Red Wolf. I'm not playing summer, more MLB for me, and he's going for an Elche stack. I've got a few of the Elche boys.
Ooh, Elche.
Lucas Boy up front, I think it is, and Badia's the goalie, right? Those are my boys have had for a bit. Hamadism doesn't like collecting because I can't collect. Oh, well, that is a problem.
That's a crucial point. I like it.
Maybe win some more prizes of us and you can get a little stack going. Next up, return of squads. Do you remember they got rid of squads?
I do remember they got rid of squads. I'll be honest, I wasn't really like that bothered about it, but I know a lot of people are. I know you like your squads, don't you? I saw. Was it free? Is it Free Tip Scout brought it up the other day? And kicked off about it on Twitter, and then Dan Sorare just went, "Okay, we'll fix it," and then they did a little thing saying they fixed it. So it's always nice to see updates like that.
But I quite liked it. Like Lardinho, we had all my level 20 players. I like putting in the squad, all my number ones, my serials. Underneath your Hall of Fame. No one cares. No one else looks at it, but I liked it, and I liked adding. It was like a quality of life thing for me. And now, when they say they bring it back, in your tab, you've got add to list, and they just exist here. Which there's not actually squads there anymore. It's just.
So how do you actually see them? Like the entire.
I don't think you can. If anyone knows how you can see,
you must be able to see them somehow. Maybe they haven't got to that bit of coding yet, but
you can search them now. They're like a filter to search the market for them, etc., or show. But for me, it's just a bit of a letdown. I liked seeing it, and this feels like an inferior version. I can't see them anywhere. I've looked, and I don't want to see my lists like this. What's the point?
No, that's crap.
I don't want them to search together. Yeah, and you can add them in there, but this it doesn't mean anything to me in this. So I was a little bit annoyed about that because they took something that was a downgrade for me. It wasn't an important one, but they had it and it was nice. I don't know why we needed to lose it.
I noticed already as well that you're currently online on Sorare. Yeah.
I was going to bring that up. Nicely led into the next point. Online status feature. What do you think? It shows whether they're green or red, right? Whether they're online, whether they're not online.
I mean, I guess it's good, but it doesn't mean they're going to respond to you, does it?
No.
I get really annoyed when I'm trying to do a deal with somebody and they're not on they don't have a Discord or some way of contacting. I find it frustrating, but it's not their fault. But I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of people have said about having some sort of messaging feature on Sorare or a chat thing, but I'd imagine that's a lot of work.
I mean, here it is. I've got this little green dot under my name because I am online. Yeah, it's nice. The only time, I do a lot of the time do my teams an hour before deadline, and I go, oh, I've got quite a nice team there with his leftovers. If I just get a striker, let's have a quick look. Who can I pick up? While he's there? So it does help if I could. There was 3 on the market at the same low price, and I wanted to see one. He's online. I'll send him a quick offer. But I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a nice touch.
Yeah, it's not bad. That's definitely what I would say. It's not a bad thing. It's only a good thing. It's just not something I'll necessarily take too much notice of. But Sorare says, I think a chat that opens when the offer is made would be ideal. Somewhere you can at least put a comment when you've made an offer. But I mean, I'd imagine they'd need to somehow monitor those chats.
It becomes a whole moderation thing and a whole I don't know, abuse thing where you go mate, accept my offer, mate, quickly reply, oh, you dickhead, blah, 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 and it's and then you're like, excuse me, people are calling me names.
That's what Discord's for.
Yeah, I always saw someone floated the idea of just having a set amount of replies that you can attach when you say you rejected something. You can put sorry, not for sale at all, or sorry.
I saw that, yeah.
Slightly low.
Close, you're close, but not quite there, or something like that.
But counter sort of does that. But do you know, sorry, not for sale at all. Sorry, don't want trades. Discord me. I don't know, but you know what I mean. There needs to be some middle ground between live chat. Because I think live chat gets a bit hazy. But then maybe if you could just do something, but maybe online and not offline is a not offline. Online and offline is a nice start. It's a little something, isn't it? Hey guys, I'm here. It's an early deadline. I'm ready. Want to buy my players? Let's go. 0.0007. We got a deal. Let's go. So,
I mean, if I was to tell anyone to join Sorare, I'd always say to get Discord, because Discord is just a very useful, added tool to use for Sorare. Not only for doing trades, but for checking on injury news. Obviously, you've got Play Sharper now, which you didn't have when we first joined. But it's a good way to sort of, if you've got something going wrong on your Sorare, like say something's not working, I'll go onto Discord and just go on the general chat, and other people will be talking about it, and you'll be like, okay, it's not just mine, and you'll see some solutions. Like I always think Discord's a great thing to have sort of attached to your Sorare for multiple different reasons.
I don't think it's for everyone though, right? Because
I know it's not for everyone.
I generally don't really like it. Like I can't be bothered to, hey mate, what's the lowest you'll go? Well, I don't like conversations like that. It makes me feel awkward.
I'm definitely going to Discord.
I kind of want the price I've got. Yeah, I don't use it that much. But yeah, it is a useful tool because a lot of people like it, right? And
you don't like people. That's the problem.
No, it's just I'm awkward to try and discuss like people wanting discounts from me. I'm like, yeah. But it is a useful tool for people that do want it. And I suppose that's why you either put your Discord on there or you don't. So people can either get hold of you or they can't. So yeah. Okay, another point. Last bit I want to touch on before we get into the usual stuff. Collecting. I fucking love collecting.
I fucking love collecting.
I made a deal that I'd buy no more yellows before collecting came out. So I've got to stop buying limiteds. I've got to aim higher than that. And then this came out and I just fucking can't stop buying yellows. Today I picked up a Rodriguez. A lot of back and forth. I got the 1 of 1,000 Rodriguez.
Oh, Jesus.
12%er.
I mean, that's quite a good value, to be fair.
It was quite a good value. I think his 0.13 was his last sale before that. So it's not ridiculously over the top as before. Because I'm on a quest. I just want to be number one in one old season and one current season. So I'm aiming for San Jose and Consadole. And San Jose, we are on the way. We are 5th at the moment, 13 cards in on 690. So,
mate,
I do love it.
I think that's a good price. And also, I know the collecting aspects are there with Rodriguez, and I see you bought Christian Espinosa as well. But actually, if you ignore the collection part, they're also very good players to have utility from as well. It's not like you're just picking up random people you're never going to use. Like,
I picked up plenty of random people.
I know you've picked up plenty of random others, but like those two in particular are actually very good players.
Yeah, it's a serials. I put in a max bid because I was away one day, and I ended up paying £20 for Cameron Kiley's serial number. Which was quite unfortunate. But yeah, I love the collecting bit. And I hope one day, people that are like top 3 of each one can get something, a jersey or something, that'd be quality. That would be cool. Or a special something.
Whilst we're talking about overspending on collections, I decided to spaff £27 on Ellis Sims 50 serial match on auction the other day. Put my high end price on. I never buy people at auction at the moment, but I know because he's number 50 and because he was created like half through the season, I knew his 50 card would be coming up soon. So I've been eagling his new auctions. It finally came up, and then someone was trying to get him off me. Someone was trying to outbid me. I just wouldn't have it. So I ended up paying £27.
Oh. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you're in competition at the top, though, aren't you? So there's a little bit of rivalry. I love it. I think collections added a really nice aspect to Sorare and giving you something else to aim for apart from.
That looks pretty, right? I know it's Everton, and you hate Everton and all that, but first in the world. Look at that, beautiful.
A little shout of high dose common cards. It looks messy. It's not wrong. Yeah, it's not wrong at all. Samuel, who won the giveaway? We will be doing that. About the middle part of the show. Johnny's all set up for his big Twitter giveaway.
The spinny wheel is ready to go, but we're just going to leave you hanging just a little bit longer.
Yeah, for the winner. And we've got the Beat the Boys giveaways, if that's who you are talking about instead. And the Sorare Seagull, you don't need that bloody limited Jersey Welbeck sell to me. I used to love Danny Welbeck. He was my boy Welbeck. Zap saying nada. I loved him. So yeah, I had to pick him up. So I do have a little bit of affection for Wells, which is why he's probably slightly overpriced, and I'm not desperate to let him go. But yeah, love the collections. Bring it on. I just wish I could stop buying yellows. It's like crack to me. I just can't stop every time I see one come up. The rewards for private league, we'll get to that. That's like the 2 segments time. We got 2 weeks worth of winners to give out. So if you're in our private league, you might be a winner. If not, there'll be a new league next week. New season starts next week. So yeah, plenty to play for. So there we go. We managed to spend 20 minutes chatting about quality of life stuff. So we should actually get onto the things that we usually do, starting with the weekend review and the prizes that come with it. So I can go first because I am ready. This was last weekend's games. Why? Here we go. We're in. No panic. No panic. Yeah, I didn't get a whole lot, but we did get some 220 deliciousness. A couple of 220 wins. My 220 rare team came 10th for a tier 3. Kalina, I think he had an assist. Then he had a negative decisive put on. Then he had a negative decisive took off. So it was up and down all the time. Cordova, I've been bigging him up quite a lot, and he's not actually done a lot. But Vancouver to get a big win against LAFC, which, you know, on the road, Vancouver on the road isn't always that reliable, but they did really well. An assist for Pereira. Good win for Austin, although it did kill my super rare goalie, Steve Clark. Yeah, some solid performance. A clean sheet for Charlotte, clean sheet for Koga. You know, really happy with that. 13 points off a tier 2. 10th place, getting a tier 3 isn't ideal, but, you know, I will never complain with rewards. And down here, my other 220 team came through in 12th place in the end. 20 minutes before deadline, before the game week ended, I was in 9th for a tier 4. And I never look at pools. I never look at reward pools. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. I looked. There was an under 23 starting goalie in there. 2 other starting goalies, some really good cards. I was like, oh my God, tier 4. There's so many good options here. I'm so excited. Dropped down to top of tier 5. Looked again. Don't look. Terrible. The top cards. I was like, oh, if I get the top one, he's amazing. Really good player in Asia. And then I dropped down another 2 places. So yeah, it all fell apart 20 minutes before the end. But we did get a tier 5. Can't really complain about super rare. So we will see what we get with there. I missed out on the big ETH, that sweet injection of $200 that you really want. The main prize every week for me. Steve Clark got dicked 3-0 at home. So he only got 16, which in the end really killed me. And, you know, I'm a massive Constantine fan. So if they get battered 4-1, it's not ideal for a lot of my lineups.
Especially when Footy Boy never plays now for some reason. Yeah. So.
The man Tom Barlow, though, got an assist. We didn't have a whole lot else going on, I'm afraid. Looking down here, we were quite far away in every other team. A bit good performance from my MLS Amateur team, but we'll get to that. Just missed out in Cap 270 Limited. We got a really high score, 297, but I bought this guy specifically for this game week. I went out and I went, I'm going to buy one more player who's with a good AAA fixture to complete my lineup. Bought him, didn't play. Yeah. Those last-minute buys.
That's literally costing you a prize there.
Yeah, last-minute buys never work out, right? It's just, don't do it to yourself. And unfortunately, there's not a lot else to go on down here. Just a lot of hunting those coins. But yeah, I think that's all I've got to offer you from my game week review. There was some bad results from my main teams, and that's the problem. If Consuelo get dicked, San Jose don't do well. You know, morning, Marlow. Morning? I'm losing it. Evening, Marlow. Just played for us, FC Sorare. Big up, Marlow. Team victory today. So yeah, we got 2 prizes for me. So let's have a open of those. This is my favorite bit of the show. The blue band of sex coins.
Oh yeah, how many coins you get? Note it down, mate. No. Oh.
2140. 2140. Tier 3 rare from 220.
Come on then. Something good. What are we looking for? What sort of position? We've got to be forward, right? You always got to go forward.
Yeah, you know it's going to be defender though. It's always defender.
Of course it's defender.
Always defender. We've got German defender, obviously.
Oh, let's have a look at him then. I'm gonna search him on my screen, and then you.
Do we know him?
He plays for FC Magdeburg. He's currently suspended for some reason, and he's worth £44. I mean, I can show you my screen here. Let's have a look at his scores.
Do we like £44?
A few decent greenies in there, though. To be fair, I'm not sure how good. Not sure how good Magdeburg are. Well, they beat Arminia Bielefeld there. Got a couple of wins.
This is week 16 of telling you need to get Sorare data subscription, mate. You're making us look bad.
I know. Sorry, everybody.
I'm a little bit disappointed with a 10th place finish and a £44 second division German defender, but he plays.
It's always the way, though. Unfortunately, when there's not many games, like the prize pool just gets absolutely blissful.
You know what that means, though? That means obviously this one's going to be amazing because life balances out, right? I forgot to show it on stream, didn't I? I forgot.
Oh no!
Oh my god! I've had the luck as well. I've had the luck.
You can at least surprise us.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Dwight McNeil. Oh, don't know that guy.
He is top of pool 5. He was the only card that I saw in the entire pool that I thought was a good player. Serial match. Does it matter if it's in a super rare, but it's still a serial match?
You could still like, that still puts you high up in the super rare Sam Fries Hiroshima collection score.
He's the only card I saw from there. So yeah, I told you, life balances you out. I got a bad tier 3 rare and a solid tier 5. Did you go back on in there?
Sorry, I didn't realize we were sharing my screen there. Sorry.
62 L5.
That's not bad. He's obviously coming in good form here. I'm not sure about all these DMPs for the last 3 years, but yeah, I mean, that seems pretty solid. I'm not sure how much his 1 of 10 super rare went for. I don't know if that's going to show me on here. Probably need a better subscription for that, but yeah, looks to be a solid prize. And if you're happy with it, mate, that's the main thing, isn't it?
I think he was a decent one from the pool because he seems to be playing. That's some decent AA, 22, 27, 13, 16, 29. Looks like they've been conceding as well. So yeah, he's been doing well. I had that off-screen look. I dropped my stream and I was rewarded with probably the card I wanted from the pool 5.
Could be very good for Cap 240 Super Rare. It's got a nice low. Actually, no, is it last 15 or last 40?
Last 15, mate. It's really high.
Okay, so it's pretty high.
Okay, yeah, I really like that. Jelani Rishwan Sumiyoshi. Yoshi is one of my favorite Nintendo characters as well. So
that's the main thing, isn't it?
We take that. I think we call that 1 loss, 1 win.
What a mate. Top work.
Very happy. So, yeah, do you want to talk us through anything that happened to your teams?
I mean, I can talk you through it. It's not going to take me too long because, unfortunately, I won nothing for the first time on a weekend for about, I don't even know the last time I didn't win anything. So, yeah, I got stat corrected down in, was it All-Star Rare? I was sitting in a Tier 5 Rare for a while in 3-2. Well, I'm not sure. Was it top 300 pay? But I definitely got stat corrected down. So I was on 330 at one point. Stat corrected down in this team. I decided to not put my starting Asian goalkeeper in my Asian rare team, and I put him in my Cap 240 team. He proceeded to get a clean sheet and 75 points, which would have probably got me a solid sort of tier 3, maybe a tier 2 in Asia. So screwed that bit up. I got stat corrected down out of a tier 5 limited, and in my Cap 240 rare team, I got stat corrected up from 249 to 251, and then stat corrected back down to 249. So all in all, a pretty awful weekend. Once again, a no starting goalkeeper here. I didn't think Ryan Gould had a particularly good fixture at LAFC, and he got a goal, 2 assists, and 132 points if he didn't have a 100 cap. So that was a good decision by me. Damari Gray as well.
Vancouver, I'm so impressed with that result.
Yeah, they're absolute machines. I mean, I love Ryan Gould. He started the season really slow, but he's been really good the last sort of 6 games or so.
The under-23 tournament that's been going on as well, there's been a lot of gems in there, haven't they? If you picked up some of the better players for the better teams, they've been putting some really good scores.
Damn right. I got a bit of like sneaky utility from Damari Gray now because he decided he's Jamaican now. So he's playing in the in the Gold Cup. He got an assist in his first game away at USA. Well, away. Well, it was against USA. So yeah, it could be a nice bit of utility for the next few weeks. Also, Rare Pro was just a coin hunt, but Justin Glad scored. So did Everton. Marcus Jr. didn't play. Champion America Limited. That's where I got stat corrected out, I think, from a tier 5. But yeah, that did okay. Cap 270 did okay. Basically, here we go. Here's the team that got stat corrected down from 251 to 249. So thought I was at least going to get some ETH, but nope. Did get a limited ETH threshold at least. But I mean, I'm just going to spend that £5 on a serial match fucking Mikolenko probably, so it's irrelevant.
James Garner's been a great England.
He's played
on finds.
You know, the problem he's had though is that he played right back for the last couple of games for Everton, and he played so well that now he's playing right back for England. I mean, they've got a seriously good squad of midfielders, so I guess he'll happily play anywhere. But
he might be a sneaky good card for next year, James Garner.
Mate, I told you he was. He's bloody good. Like he's a seriously good player. Like it's rare for Everton to get players that actually want the ball, and he is one of them. So hopefully, if we aren't shit in the bed next season like we have done the last 2 years, he'd be a good card. Fukumori decided to not play again, so that sort of cost me a prize-ish maybe there. I mean, I can just woe is me. I didn't win anything. However, I did win some coins, and that's the main thing because we are competing against each other in the coin off at the moment.
Yeah. If anyone doesn't know, me and Johnny are having a 10-week coin battle. Whoever has the least amount of coins won from the weekend game weeks in 10 weeks' time has to do a giveaway on stream to anyone watching. So, yeah. He did take a slight lead last week, so let's see what he's got now.
What did he get this week? What did he get? 2,000?
I got 2140.
Okay, right. This is big. 2140. Let's beat that. 2410. Yes. Get in. That's the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Who wants prizes when you can have pride?
That's it. And $5. Anyway, depressing week for me. First time I've not opened a prize on stream. Yeah, we move on. And
you want me to make you feel better? I've just updated the total. And after 2 weeks of the incredible coin collecting game, you have nearly 1,000 coin lead.
That was big. Considering the amount of super rares you got as well, mate, I'm actually ashamed of you to be losing to me.
I actually think there might be a glitch. I might get in contact with Sorare because something's obviously not right. That's a big lead after 2. So we'll have to try and sort that out. That is dangerous. Right, that was the weekend review. Next up, we have our Beat the Boys League, the weekly league we run where anyone that finishes above us each week goes into the draw to win limiteds. Top of the league at the end of the month wins a rare. We got one more game week this weekend. It's MLS, one more game week this weekend. And then next week is a fresh season. So we got 2 weeks to catch up on because there was that midweek one again, wasn't there?
There's a random midweek game. So we got 2 little prize wheels coming your way now to cover 2.
So it was 382. If we catch up on 382, the highest finisher from our team was well down.
It was me, 38th, I think.
So 37th and above. 37th and above is in the draw for a prize. So lots of you have a chance from that midweek session.
It was a pretty bad week overall, wasn't it? I think there wasn't a full midweek fixture list, was there? I think Columbus Crew didn't play. New England didn't play.
The highest,
somebody else didn't play.
Highest score in our league was Threat Level Midnight, who had Polido, Guzan, Lennon, Acosta, and Insigne. Tom Arthur had Hector Herrera as captain. He had Pulido as well, and Espinoza in there. And third was Tom Arthur, Pulido and Herrera, McIntosh, Levitz. Very similar. Oh, that was the same team. That's why they're very similar. Nick Lima, my boy. Herrera in there again. Buanga. Yeah. So it's slim pickings from this week, but plenty of you in the draw. Mr. Dawnados has added you all onto a list. Do you want to expand that wheel a little bit?
There we go. Yeah. So, here we go. 37 of you. A really poor effort from the boys this week, with the highest being 38. I think is that a record, do you reckon? Most people that finished above us?
Yeah, I think it was.
Usually we're like, between sort of 5th and 20th, I reckon. So 38 is pretty bad. But yeah, let's see who wins.
Do you want to expand the wheel a little bit? That little next on the right of customize at the top in the nav bar.
What are you on about?
Up a bit. Make the wheel bigger. Make it full screen. We want the drama. Come on, son. Up. In the blue bar next to customize. Right one.
Oh.
There we go, buddy. You got it. You got it. You got
I'm with you. I was confused what you're on about. Okay, right. Click to spin.
Good luck, everyone.
Oh. It's going to be Sorare. ASM.
AS Monaco?
Maybe.
Or Aston Mouth?
Alan San Maximan.
Alan St. Maximin.
It's
been a long day, mate. Aston Mouth, Alan St. Maximum, or AS Monaco. Congratulations. You have won.
You have won. And you have won one of these prizes. A Dawnados bundle of 3. We've got an Alessandro Schopf. We've got a Hedges. Cole Bassett. We've got Bassett and Hedges. Oh, no, that's Benson Hedges. I'm getting confused there. Efrain Alvarez, all limiteds. I don't know. Which one do you reckon's best there? Maybe Bassett?
I think probably Bassett. Alvarez has gone slightly off the boil, but he's a good prospect last year, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's it.
So, yeah, good luck.
Going to make it full screen for you, just so you get the full impact.
Well done.
Thank you. It's Efrain Alvarez.
Alvarez, congratulations. So ASM, give us a shout on anything. You can find us, Twitter, YouTube, or not. We'll try and get in contact with you in the next couple of days. If we don't hear from you, you have won. And Alvarez, congratulations. And then we do have another week because it was back in action at the weekend. This time, I managed a reasonably respective 12th place with 361. Carlos Gil was the captain, let the side down. Wrong captain choice. Doesn't usually let you down, but he did on this occasion. Wasn't a great performance for him in a 2-1 win for New England. Insigne was pretty good in the same game. Buanga came back into my squad and got that goal. He's just been on fire. Absolutely on fire this season. Wagner is, an easy choice in defence. He's the go-to. And Bond had a really good game. LA Galaxy finally sorting it out and getting a clean sheet. So, yeah, I came 12th, which means 11 of you finished above us and go into this draw. Where did you finish, mate? Down here somewhere?
Yeah.
You didn't lose to the Swiss Mafia, did you?
So, unfortunately, I decided to burn 3 transfers and so I could get in Raul Rui Diaz, who I really fancied to have a good game. And then, unfortunately, one of I think it was his dad, passed away like the day before the game. So he had to leave, which is fair enough. But it was pretty annoying for my team. So it meant I had 4 players. So I think I got 260 odds or something like that, 240.
And you lost to the Swiss Mafia, our Thursday co-host, who manages to come bottom all the time. 0.42 he beat you by. That has got to hurt. That has got to hurt.
That's awful.
Shout out Swiss Mafia breaking the top 100 and beating Johnny Dore by
that loss is equal to the 99 times I finished above him. That's how annoyed I feel about it.
Okay, our top 3 was a bit more respectable this week. 384 for Dasan Sorare, Joisi Wagner, Siros. Interesting choice. Cucho Hernandez and Zella Ryan. Like it. Checo, 93. Andrade, Zelaran, Carranza, Ure, and Fry. And Fry and Andrade are back. Klitsch, Buanga, and Espinosa. So that's some nice, variety of selections in there. I like it. So, yeah, that is 11 of you into the wheel for this draw. I have you guys up here. Good luck. See who wins the next prize. Osdrik. He was top, right? Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
He was top. So the wheel
winner.
The wheel has done justice and has rewarded the highest scoring player this week, Ostrik, with the win. Congratulations. Give us a shout to claim your prize. You have 4 things left you can win: a Dawnados bundle, the Shoff, the Hedges, or Cole Bassett. Give it a spin, JD.
Right, let's see what you've won, mate. Let's have it.
This is your prize. Ostrik.
Oh!
Benson and Hedges.
What a win. That will be winging its way to you at some point if you want to get in contact with us. If you don't get in contact with us, we'll probably just get in contact with you. So don't worry about it too much. But
to me, to you.
To me, to you.
You might want to have a chat. Lovely. All right. Hedges to Ostrik. Very, very solid and reliable man, Mr. Hedges. And then you have one more giveaway to do, right?
Yeah, I think that's potentially why these massive 7 people are currently here. I think it's to see the Mega Dawnados bundle giveaway, which was something I decided to do after we did our first live event last week.
Celebrations.
It was to celebrate, obviously, winning not 1 but 2 New York, not New York, Red Bull Leipzig signed jerseys. So yeah, I decided to do a little cheeky giveaway. I went through my sort of gallery and had a look at all the cards that I had that were sort of between 50p, £1.50-ish, and I will give 5 away to whoever wins this giveaway. The list is down here, beautifully screenshotted from my work laptop Excel. But yeah, there's some decent little prizes there. You got a Ben Godfrey, that's worth a bit of money, a couple of quid. You've got the forwards at the bottom there. Sorry, the forwards are obviously probably the most valuable cards there. You're probably looking at around sort of £5 to £6 in value. So it's not mega bucks, but it's something in it, and it's 5 cards, so it could give you a little starter to get involved with. Trying to put another team up for Cap 240, say.
So the idea is the winner picks 5 cards from the list. Yeah, they pick 2 defenders,
the winner picks,
and 1 forward.
That's right. So yeah, I've only got sort of 4 forwards of that value. So I had a lot of midfielders, defenders. So yeah, 2 defenders, 2 midfielders, 1 forward. Get in contact, and you obviously got the list. So let me know who you want, and they'll be winging their way to you. I think we had about 40 people enter. Is this the entry? No, this is the entry. 35. There we go. 35 people entered. And yeah, we really appreciate it. Appreciate all the entrants. It's great. So let's see what you win.
Good luck, everybody. The wheel.
Come on, baby.
The wheel. Do. Oh! Mohamed Issa missed out by an absolute fraction. Congratulations, Spoon 87.
Spoon 87. What a boy. I presume he's born in 1987, and his surname might be Spoon. So what a time to be alive. He's won a Mega Dawnados bundle. But getting
so close. Tom was 1 off. Unlucky, buddy. That's the winner. So yeah, Spoon, get in touch with us, or we'll get in touch with you. And you get to pick 5 cards off the list, and they'll be sent over to you. Congratulations, Spoon. Spoon 87. Spooner. That's the end of the giveaways for this week. which leaves us with one more thing to do, which is we have a little look at the midweek action, the game week that's just started today, and see what we fancy, which is probably a big dose of nothing. But you never know. What have I got lined up this week? Coin hunting over here for my All-Star Rare without a goalie. Cat 240 again. I'm relying on 4 players to get me some ETH, which I've been missing quite badly lately. Cat 240 Rare has been the hardest one for me of the 3, actually. Ohata's just got back in. Ghana. I don't think they've all got terrible fixtures, actually, but without a goalie, you're really hamstrung from the start. So I don't have too high hopes there. Cat 240 Limited again is no chance for me. All-Star Limited, this is the team that I actually like. This is my hope for the week. Lukaba's been playing really well for the French under-21 sides. I don't think the Swiss under-21 team's been doing that great. Sorry, Swiss Mafia, but I just don't think they've been doing that great. So high hopes for him again there. Lord Lampe, the absolute goat of goalkeepers, king of goaltending. He's been putting up some really solid scores. Torren, Argentinos Juniors defenders are just an absolute hot prospect. All of them. They've got McAllister back there, haven't they? There's so many options. They're all really good. Dela Cruz has got a great score in him, but he randomly doesn't play a lot of the time. And Mendoza has been on a bit of a hot streak as well. 220 Limited is basically nothing. And then, just some academy teams to train up my big boys and Lionel at the front. So, it's a really little game week, isn't it, this week? There wasn't a lot of options. I didn't want to go out and buy goalkeepers specifically. The only thing I could have done was messed with my MLS Amateur League and got in Andre Blake as the goalie that has a game, doesn't he? But because of this Beat the Boys League, I didn't want to mess with my team because we have one more MLS Amateur Beat the Boys round to go. So instead of going for an actual card and an actual SO5 glory, I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I'd rather try and beat you in Beat the Boys one more time this weekend. So
commitment.
Not a lot on for me.
To the cause, that is.
Not a lot on for me. We're just relying on this All-Star Limited team for a bit of fun. Have you got anything at all?
I'm much like you there, mate. It's a bit of a dearth, isn't it, this week? That's just a coin hunting team. I've got a Cat 220 team, but it's with a non-playing keeper. But it did allow me to play 4 pretty decent-ish cards as my limiteds. Obviously, Aidan Morris is like L15 is like 68, so it's really difficult to get him into any teams. But when you play with a non-playing goalkeeper, he's got a chance. So I think he's starting for USA. They're playing, is that St. Kitts? Yeah, St. Kitts and Nevis. Pedro Neto started, played already tonight. Didn't get decisive, but got 62. So not a bad little start.
Solid, yeah.
Solid. Maicon he's not up to much, but I think he's been scoring quite well AA wise for Corinthians. And then Guga, who like a couple of years ago was like a pretty elite defender. I think this is for Atletico Mineiro, who he used to play for. He now plays for Fluminense, but has recently lost his place to Marcelo, who now is the left back for Fluminense. So not a bad player to lose your place to. He did come in for a game a couple of weeks ago and score no goal and got subbed off at half time. So he didn't exactly get his opportunity there.
He used to be a tier 1. He was a tier 1.
He was really good, Guga. Like
really good. I want him as a tier 1. Yeah.
I think I might have bought him just as he started to become shit. So I've never really seen that. Really good performances from him. But you'd like to think that Marcelo can't play every game every week because he's about 40 years old and looks like he should be playing for FC Sorare on a Tuesday night. He might play. I've got an All-Star Limited team, but no playing goalkeeper. This is a team that I thought could potentially get my little my ETH threshold. It's got Bajic in, who's not going to play, but it, once again did allow me to put 4 pretty high cap players in here. So I've got Villalba, who we've already touched on, Argentinos Juniors. Like they are pretty elite when it comes to scores. I'm not sure if the fixture is that great, but tends to score well. Everton, despite how bad Everton are in real life, he's actually doing pretty well for Flamengo. He scored the last game. He's got a decent fixture. You've got Jesus Ferreira, who seems to start for USA up top, and they're playing St. Kitts. And then Leo Chiara is pretty good in Asia at the moment. Got 90 in his last game, and he's playing against one of the worst teams at home. So you never know. Could potentially get 250 out of that. That'd be nice. This is the only team I have which actually has a full 5 players playing. So we've got Yang Han Bin is now in goal, whilst who's the keeper there? Is it Kim Yong Jeon or something like that? He's injured at the moment. So Yang Han Bin starting for Cervélo Osaka. Kevin McAllister we've touched on again. Argentinos Juniors. Nicolas de la Cruz you've mentioned. Has a good fixture. James Garner is obviously doing pretty well at the moment, but a tough fixture at home to Germany. And then we've got Damari Gray. Shows us no game, but he does have a game. He's playing for Jamaica against someone really, really bad, like Haiti or something like that. But yeah, so has a reasonable chance. I'd like to think it at least hits 250. So yeah, that's gone are the days we're having to do 30 teams. I've just about managed to get 3 teams in there.
Yeah, there we go. And we got your screen off of our screen before I had a seizure watching your little cursor bounce around all over the place.
Does that do that for you as well?
Yeah, that was a lot. But I'll forgive you because you won 2 River Plate shirts, you lucky devil. River Plate? RB Leipzig. I've lost it tonight. Right, that's got to be it. We've been going for 52 minutes. I can barely speak anymore. Thank you to everyone that's watching. Thank you to the 4 people that are still here. You guys are the real heroes.
You're the real. When we've got 1 million followers, we won't forget you 4 guys.
I'll remember you are. Write in the comments who's still here. I'll remember you. We'll give you preferential treatment. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and all that vibe. Join us on Thursday for the flagship show. I won't be there, but I think you and Swiss Mafia are going to entertain the masses. Yeah, love you all. See you on the flip. Viva la Thursday Club.
Up the toffees.
Let's see if I can end the stream correctly this time.
Probably not.
See you next time.
Bye.
Peace out. Hey, Town.